Hey guys, probably gonna end up selling this car, so we're doing a video. 1991 Toyota Supra Turbo. This car is originally a turbo automatic. This was swapped with the R154 5-speed, which is what comes standard with the turbo manual cars. 1986, the Supra became the Supra standalone model versus the Celica Supra that came before it. So this is the first real Supra, but they call it a Mark III. The engine is a 3-liter inline 6, dual overhead camshaft, iron block, aluminum head. Toyota's first crack at real horsepower. The 91, they only made 3,600 units. In 86, they made quite a few, some 50,000, 40,000 or whatever. Continued to drop until 92 when they had 1,100 units or so. So this one is kind of rare for a Mark III, and of course they made improvements and bug fixes throughout the model's debut in 86 and a half technically, and they got a turbo in 87. So once they slapped a turbo on this, they started having some problems, and you know, anytime power is added, it decreases reliability, and that is what happened to this car. But in 91, they had it all figured back out, and whatever they didn't have figured out, I sorted out for this particular car. It has been built professionally and assembled by an amateur, yours truly. But I've been putting stuff together since I turned 14 or so, trying to fix stuff anyway. The bottom line, this has a polished turbo. It's a 6262 made in Hebron, Indiana, precision turbo. HKS blow-off valve. It's plumbed back to keep it spooling better. It's better for the car. It doesn't die out if you let off or clutch between. You'll know if you have it happen to you. But anyway, we're looking at full stainless exhaust, HKS quiet, stock turbo manifold, just keeping everything simple there. Try to keep it as original as possible and get the power that it's destined to have. Koyo radiator, it's a larger radiator. That's a cooler, looks like an oil cooler there. It's got a bigger intercooler, substantially bigger intercooler. Anyway, it's a 7M GTE, 24 valve. I told you that intercooler turbo. At the time when this car came out, that kind of technology was new. And so, anyway, they figured out a lot of problems, solved a lot of issues. And then this car has forged pistons and rods. Eagle rods, that's going to be steel. Pistons are aluminum forged. Crack the hatch. There's your 5-speed. That shift knob is probably from a 4Runner. I do have the original. It's in the other side glove box. I'll just leave that open. The wheels on this car are Work Emotion. They're like $500 a piece. I do have an extra spare, as if I'm ever going to use that. Brembo brakes up front. Hit all the features. I think they're 4-piston or 6-piston. Slotted rotors. The rear, new brakes, stock, Toyota stuff. Rear tires are 275s, fronts are 235s. Let's see here. I'm not in high school, but sometimes it's nice to have subwoofers and listen to music loud, make you feel better. Back to the build. The R154 was professionally done by Drift Motion, so she's beefed up with Marlin Crawler internals. Eagle rods, Wiseco pistons. The Wiseco stuff is 9-to-1 instead of the stock 8-point-something to 1. So you're going to boost a little quicker, have a little better lower end, better everything really. And what else is fresh wash on that. It's got old school controls inside for the boost. I can control the fuel ratio. Only thing you can't control on this is going to be your timing. So I mean, to get any serious power, so it's the Apex Neo, and that works pretty well. I mean, I can have it boosted to 20 at peak without any issues. So this car has a lot of torque. The stroke is longer than the bore is, so whereas the Mark IV is going to have a square cylinder, this one actually has a longer cylinder, so it's kind of like a truck engine, more torque. Makes it nice on the street, easy to drive. It has an FX400 custom clutch for the extra power. This thing's probably making 500 horse or so at the crank. At the wheels, so you do some math, like 10% less than that. But the potential with this build, with the pistons and rods, if you gave it enough fuel and boost, 1,000 horse, that rolling assembly. So the clamping force is distributed better with larger washers. That was one of the issues. It has a multi-layered steel and gasket, of course. Everybody does that. They figured that out real soon. And yeah, so it's good for 1,000 horse. It's only pushing 500 now. It's got about 5,000 miles on it. Yeah, potential. It's got a little classic car value. You could drift it. It's kind of tough to drift, but it'll do it. Airbag on the driver's side. So that came out in 1990. I wanted to have that because, you know, who wants to die? And yeah, what else? It's got the wideband O2, of course. AEM True Boost. So I have two settings. I run it at 16 or 17 on the B, and then A setting to smoke Mustangs and Camaros is going to be set about 20 pounds of boost. Yeah, it's for sale. Going into dad mode, looking to pick up a Tundra. 91 Supra Turbo. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.